I'm here with Lynn Schmauder. She's a teacher who's new to Woodson's math department this year. And I was doing an observation, Lynn, last week where you did these scratch-off answer sheets. And I think that the rest of the staff might be interested in these. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, that's right. They're really great. I've stumbled upon these doing some research as part of my master's work at Mason. And what these are, they're kind of like Scantron forms in that the test or quiz has to be multiple choice. But the nice difference and the thing that makes them really, really great is that students can tell right away whether they got the answer right or wrong when they make a selection.
How do they tell if it's right or wrong?
Okay, well, as you can see from the form here, a student, and I provided little scratchers for the students, and the student works the problem. Let's say on number 1, decides the answer is E, and then here she's scratched off E, and there's a star there. There's a star there, so that tells her that's correct. And I had told them up front that if they answer correctly on the first scratch, that's 5 points. And then what happens if you scratch one off and you don't get it correct, then it's blank. If you take a look here at her number, I think that's 14, you can see that she chose answer C first. She scratched it. There was nothing there.
Okay.
So she knew that she had to go back, rework her problem, and then try again. So she tried, she reworked it, and she found the correct answer on the second try, and so that was worth 4 points. So not only do they get immediate feedback about being right or wrong, but you can also give students partial credit, whereas you typically can't do that on a standard Scantron multiple choice.
One of the things that I was worried about coming into this observation was the potential for cheating, that when a student knew the correct answer, they could communicate with one another the correct answer to each problem. During the observation, I noticed that that wasn't an issue at all. And here I'm looking at this answer sheet, and it looks like the stars are staggered in each column, which makes it hard for a student to look onto one another's paper.
That's right. It's very hard. If you have a form, well, I even have trouble with one right in front of me, keeping track of what line I'm on. That's one thing that's very important. You have to encourage the students to use some kind of straight edge so they don't accidentally mark the wrong answer. But yes, it's very hard to look to the side because the stars are staggered, and this also prevents students from maybe accidentally making a little scratch on the side and determining, oh, the star's not there, because the star moves. It moves on every problem.
So I know you surveyed your students about this. What were some of their thoughts or feelings about using the scratch-off answer sheets?
The students love it. They love it, and I actually have a couple of comments, if I could read them to you. The student says, I liked it because I could immediately see what I did wrong, so I learned, and I obviously stopped doing that mistake. In all honesty, I don't really check my mistakes when I get my graded quizzes and tests back. So it's been like that. Here's another one who said, because I knew which answers were correct, I could use one correct problem and solution as a model to solve the others. And almost all the students have said, we loved it, please give us more tests and quizzes of this sort. And of course I love it because the students keep track of their own score, and when they're finished they hand it to me and it's graded. And
so it takes a lot of that time and gives it right back to you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
So if another teacher in the building were interested, where could they go to find out more information about these answer sheets?
I ordered these answer forms from a website called EbsteinEducation.com, and I ordered them through the website, but I have spoken to them a couple of times by phone about some issues, and they've always been very responsive, very good company to work with.
Excellent.